Tonight, exclusive City News video in a shocking multiple murder case. A nurse charged with the killings of 8 seniors led away after a court appearance today in Woodstock. She is 49-year-old Elizabeth Tracey May Wettlaufer, accused of 8 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of 7 seniors at a Woodstock nursing home and another at a seniors' home in London. This is what police are alleging.
The victims were administered a drug. We're not in a position at this time to comment further on the specifics of the drug, as it forms part of the evidence that is now before the courts. The victims were administered a drug. In relation to the circumstances or motive involving these deaths, that is all part of the evidence as well that is being brought before the courts.
Police say the 8 deaths took place over a 7-year period ending in 2014. Most were at Care in Woodstock, where they say the accused left her job over 2 years ago. Wettlaufer surrendered her license to be a nurse just last month, a day after police began an investigation. The accused was silent as the judge read out her charges today in court. Now, police say they had a suspect in these deaths over a week ago, but they didn't make an arrest until last night. We asked them why they waited so long to make an arrest and what they were doing to ensure the public's safety wasn't jeopardized.
Once we had identified the suspect, we put steps into place to ensure the safety of the public.
The multi-jurisdictional investigation didn't discuss much, including how they're certain there are no other victims or how they were tipped off to 8 alleged murders.
No, we're not prepared to say how that information was first received.
But on September 30th, one day after Woodstock police were informed of a suspicious death, Elizabeth Wettlaufer resigned her nursing license. The 49-year-old Woodstock woman worked at Care, a for-profit 160-bed long-term care home in town between 2007 and 2014. That's when she allegedly killed 7 residents, including Gladys Millard, a woman who is still missed by her church 5 years after her passing.
Her life was a sermon. Just the way she conducted herself, the way she lived life, helping others, involved with her family and so on. So that's maybe the best thing you could say about her. Her life was a sermon.
Wettlaufer left Care in 2014, the same year she claims she got sober. In a 2015 Facebook post, she writes, 365 days clean and sober. That's just 1 month after she allegedly killed Arpad Horvath in Meadow Park long-term care home in London. His son, who shares his father's name, calls the crime heinous.
You know, first you think he's laying to rest, finally it's over and done with, and then this happens and you got to dig it all up again and go through it again. I really don't want to go through it again. You know, this person has no heart, this person has no humanity, this person has no soul. You know, if they want to play God, you know, they're playing God or something like that. Like, I don't know if she thought she was doing a favor, because she didn't do me or my family any favors.
Police are tight-lipped on how these alleged murders were carried out, but say it did happen in the homes.
The victims were administered a drug. We're not in a position at this time to comment further on the specifics of the drug, as it forms part of the evidence that is now before the courts. The victims were administered a drug.
Wettlaufer's neighbors say they are shocked the friendly woman who loved her pets could be an alleged serial killer.
Seemed like an everyday, normal kind of person. Nothing stood out of the ordinary. She just seemed like a friendly, everyday kind of person, so it's just very shocking.
I didn't even know anything like that could occur with her. She was such a nice person and easy to talk to.
Coming up, how did 8 deaths, 7 at this home right here, go undetected for so long? We dig into the long-term care home's inspection records and tell you what they have to say. But first, it's over to Shauna Hunt. Shauna?